with our Senate officers. So I now recognize Senator Jinggoy Estrada. You have 10 minutes, sir. 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Some questions addressed to the former President. Mr. President, kanina pa ho kayo tingin na tingin sa amin. Hindi kayo, lagi kayo tumitingin sa kanan. Hindi ho kayo tumitingin sa kaliwa. Nagpapansinan ba kayo ni Senator De Lima?
Wala maganda dito lang.
Mr. Chair.
To be serious,
Yes,
on a serious
Mr.
note,
Chair,
sir.
I
think,
beg
Jinggoy,
the
Senator
SP Pro
Rizal.
Tempore to be setting the tone that this is not a laughing matter.
I'm
Yes,
not,
salamat, Mr. Chair.
I was not joking.
I was just, para ma-lighten lang yung mood, Mr. Chair.
I
Anyway,
was-
on a serious note,
Yes, okay.
Mr.
Continue.
President, how do you assess the campaign against illegal drugs during your time, Mr. President? Do you consider it as a success, Mr. President?
Mr. Senator, it is a continuing problem for the country and for the entire world. The drug problem is a very serious and pernicious, virulent ailment that the country is facing. Panahon ko and the previous presidents, yung panahon ko, hindi siguro ninyo nagustuhan, I mean, not you, yung the entire country, I'm addressing the entire country. Baka hindi ninyo nagustuhan. But yun ang style ko. Sinabi ko nga, I tried to do the best that I could. Eh kung nagkulang ako, pasensya. Pero ang solution during my time was a call of duty of the president. Ako yun. Kasi ako yung presidente sa panahon ko. At hindi ako nagkulang, Mr. Senator. Nag-warning ako lahat narinig ng Pilipinas. Huminto kayo sa droga. Bitawan ninyo, drop it. Kasi magkakaproblema talaga tayo. Pag nakita tayo sa isang kanto at naghawak ko ang droga, problema na talaga yan. So, yun na, nagkakaroon tayo ng problema. May patayan. But it was not a state-sponsored killing. There was never an official order to the police and the military and to the agents of government to kill. Andyan si Senator De La Rosa. Wala akong sinabi na gano'n kasi abogado ako. Ang sinabi ko, yung sinabi ko nung nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy, that in your fulfillment of duty, yung elements of self-defense would apply to you pag you are trying to arrest a person. Alam mo, ang trabaho ng pulis kasi, pag sinabi mong aarestuhin kita, hindi hinto dyan. The police must arrest and overcome the resistance para madala mo yung kriminal doon sa istasyon at mabook mo para makulong. Yan ang problema at naawa ako sa mga pulis. Hindi mo masabi, bitawan mo yung baril at pag hindi sumunod, sabihin lang ng pulis, o sige, bukas makita tayo dito, huwag ka nang magdala ng baril. Hindi yun ang tinuro ko sa kanila. Nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy. Yan lahat yan sila dumaan sa akin. Yan, because yan ang turo ng sa College of Law. That's the law. Kung ano yung sinabi ko sa police, batas yan. Walang compromise dyan when you are arresting a person. If he resists, pag ayaw magpa-aresto, you have to overcome him. His resistance. Ngayon, pag lumaban, nagkaletse-letse, may baril, may magpatayan talaga. Kaya yan ang problema ng polis, kaya naawa ako. Kaya ako rin nandito, guns, siguro paano na rin ng God sent yung invitation ninyo. Naawa ako dito sa mga pulis na tinatawag ninyo at inaano ninyo, yung trabaho ng pulis kasi involves personal contact. Walang trabaho sa pulis, sabihin niya, halika dito, bitawan mo yan, mag-surrender ka, sumama ka sa akin. It is always a confrontation, and if the other guy is armed, there will always be kamatayan or injuries.
Mr. President, if I may...
Yes, sir.
Kasi napapanood ko kayo sa TV, nung di pa ho ako senador, during your term, na meron ho kayo sinasabi, ubusin ko kayo, papatay ko kayo. Ano po ibig sabihin? Sino po yung uubusin ninyo? Sino yung papatayin ninyo? Ito ba yung mga user, mga pusher ng illegal drugs?
Yes, sir. Lahat. Hold-upper, kidnappers.
Hindi lang sa drugs?
Hindi lang droga, sir. Lahat po. When I was mayor, kalaban ko lahat ang criminals. Huwag naman yung mga staff, wala akong pakialam dyan, yung mga cheke-cheke. Yung mga kidnappers, sa Mindanao po, marami yan. At yung mga lawless elements doon, when they go on a rampage, they take over the entire municipality. I-hostage na lang yung municipality, yung bangko lahat doon, hino-hold up, at yung police hindi makagalaw kasi nakapalibot sila and there are civilians. And they cannot start a war because the civilians eventually will be killed in the process. Pati sila.
Nung sinabi niyo pong uubusin ko kayo lahat, papatayin ko kayo lahat, ito ba ho yung naging resulta kaya marami kong naging patayan, Ginoong Pangulo?
Literally, yes.
So, pero wala ho kayong inuutos sa mga dating chief of police ninyo, chief of PNP na pumatay.
Warning lang na istorya man lang yan, sir.
Chismis lang ho.
Alam mo, pagka mayor ka o presidente ka, pag sinabi mo, hoy, huminto kayo dyan, masama yan, illegal yan, walang mangyari sa syudad mo. Pag sinabi mo, huminto kayo, papatayin ko kayo. Pag hindi sila huminto, of course, the police would come in. Sabihin ko sa police, pag naghawak ng baril, ito yan sila, dumaan yan sa Davao lahat. Koy, pati, ito, si Danao, lahat yan sila, dumaan ng Davao. Ang order ko talaga sa kanila, pag maghawak ng baril, patayin mo na para one less criminals. Bukas mag-hold up na naman yan, may poproblema na naman tayo. Ganon rin sa pusher.
So, Ginoong Pangulo, nung mayor po kayo ng Davao, do you confirm the existence of the Davao Death Squad?
No, sir.
Wala ho yung Davao Death Squad. So, ano po yung iniimbestigahan ni former Senator De Lima nung siya chairperson ng Commission on Human Rights?
Well,
Ang iniimbestigahan po niya yung DDS, if I'm correct. Am I correct?
I don't know how the term was coined.
Senator De Lima, were you investigating the Davao Death Squad when you were chair of the CHR?
Yes, that was the
But
focus.
the former president doesn't confirm the existence of the Davao Death Squad.
That has been his position nung tinanong ko ho siya, nung nag-appear siya sa public inquiry, that there's no such thing as DDS. But there are people, there are witnesses who said that there is such a thing as Davao Death Squad. It may not be the correct term, or it may not really be or explicitly called the Davao Death Squad. But
Who coined that name, that phrase, the Davao Death Squad?
I think it was media, it was certain sectors, certain groups.
But it was not the CHR which you headed before, Madam Senator.
We knew it to be as Davao Death Squad because of the various reports. But it did not originate from us, the term Davao Death Squad. What is clear to us is that there was this group of assassins, and some of them are actually part of the Davao City Police Office. And there are also the Abanteros, the assassins themselves, with respective handlers. And already, Mr. Matubato and Mr.
Yeah,
Las Cañas.
If I may cut you, Madam Senator, may quick interjection on si Senator.
Okay, our rules on interjection, ganito, I will have to ask the permission of the senator who has the floor if you want. And then, please limit it to maximum of 2 and very related to the topic that the topic we're discussing, okay? So,
Kahit one lang, Mr. Chairman.
1 or 2, yeah, yes. Oh, you want to?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, please.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized.
Salamat kaayo, Mr. Chair, and salamat sa SP Pro Tempore. Very quick, at the proper time, and this is related to the line of questioning of the SP Pro Tempore right now. At the proper time, I will ask the Chair's permission to play a never-before-played video that precisely talks about the Davao Death Squad, exactly related sa line of questioning ng SP Pro Tempore at this moment, Mr. Chair. Salamat, SP Pro Tempore. Salamat kaayo, Mr.
If you
Chair.
permit it,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Senator Bato.
Senator, may I
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
interject? Lahat itong sa right side ko, dumaan ito ng Chief of Police, Police Director. Puro commander ng death squad yan.
I thought there was no existence.
Trabaho ng pulis yan. Literally, hindi mo sabihin ng death squad. Yung isang senador, yan ang nakaupo dyan, si Senator De La Rosa. Death squad rin yan. Because they were police directors handling the controlling crimes in the city. So pag sinabi mong death squad, it's a very loose term na ginagamit mo lang parang ganun. Lahat yan sila, ito, si Danao, ayan o. Ayan, nagdadasal kasi sa kasalanan niya siguro. Magkano bang, ilan bang pinatay mo? Dumaan yan. Ito, De La Rosa. Tanungin ko sila ngayon. Tanungin ninyo. Openly, lahat yan dumaan pagka-police chief. Pati yan si Gamboa. Tanungin ninyo. Danao, kung may utos ba ako na patayin ninyo yung tao, nakatali yung paa, pati kamay sa likod, or assassinate them. Ang sinabi ko, ganito, prangkahan tayo, encourage the criminals to fight. Encourage them to draw their guns. Yan, buhay yan. Ayan ang sila, yan ang instruction ko. Pati yan si Kuy. Encourage, pati yan si De La Rosa, encourage them lumaban. Pagka lumaban, patayin ninyo para matapos na ang problema ko sa syudad ko. Noong na-presidente ako, ganun rin sa command conference. Diyan sa Malacanang. Yan ang utos ko. Bakit ko pagbigyan important? Mag-criminal, they go after the innocent people robbing. Mabuti na lang sana kung aakyat ng bahay. Mayor ako matagal. Aakyat ng bahay, magnakaw, re-rapin yung bata, re-rapin yung babae, tapos papatayin. Kung ikaw ang mayor, how do you deal with the problem? Ano
Mr.
kaya ang tingin ninyo sa... Hindi, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to express to the nation. Unforgiving ako, hardliner, alam nila yan. Pati pulis alam nila. They are not ready siguro to talk about it. Sinabi ko yan sa mga pulis, putang ina kayong mga pulis, pag pumasok kayo dyan sa droga, kayo ang mauuna.
Mr. Chair.
No need to strike it out if that is the real way that the mayor then phrased his sentence. Okay,
Can I just continue?
as chairman, Mr. President, fact-finding muna. General Gamboa, you were formerly Chief of Police of Davao.
Lahat yan sila.
Yes, answer. Yes or no? Yes?
No, sir.
No. Okay. General Danao, former Police Chief of Davao?
Yes, sir.
Okay. General Sinas, former Police Chief of Davao?
No, sir.
No. Catalino Coy, former Police Chief of Davao?
Yes, Your Honor.
How about Karamat, former Police Chief of Davao? Ha? Sa mic, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, para klaro. Okay. Sige,
just-
Ako,
you
Mr.
have the
Chair.
floor, Senator.
Mr. Chair,
Has the floor. Okay.
Ako, hindi mo ko tanungin?
Yes. We need to
Former Chief of Police ako ng
Because
Davao.
alam ko Chief ka ng Police, but former Chief
Yeah.
of Davao Police.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
sige,
kanina,
he's
you allow
allowing
me
him to
short,
say one.
short introduction. Mr. Chair, yung DDS, yung term ng DDS, siguro sa amin dito, Danao, General Coy, General Gamboa was never a chief of police but na-assign yan sa Davao sa Police Regional Office 11. Ako, assign ako ng Davao as City Director. At doon ako nagsimula yung career ko sa Davao City. Just this weekend, Mr. Chair, in-interview ako ng mga media ng Davao nung umuwi ako. And harap-harapan, sinabihan ko sila, kayo kasi, mga media ng Davao, kayo nag-imbento ng term ng Davao Death Squad. Pag may namatay, binabalita kagad niyo, Davao Death Squad, Davao Death Squad. Kayo ang nag-imbento ng term na yan. Sabi ko sa media ng Davao. And later on, one of the media ng Davao, dinibunk yung aking statement. Sabi niya, sir, with due respect, bago namin yan na-create, yung term na yan ng Davao Death Squad, meron kasing isang namatay, sir, may isang namatay, binaril, may nakalagay doon na placard na Davao Death Squad. Kaya doon nag-start yung paggamit namin ng term ng Davao Death Squad. So therefore, sabi ko, okay, I will correct my statement. Hindi kayo ang nag-invento, but kayo ang nag-propagate ng word na yan. So yun na, lumaki na, nagiging ginamit niya. Pag may binaril, sabihin kagad, Davao Death Squad. Kahit na binaril dahil jealousy ang motibo, o kaya malaking utang, nakadispal ko ng pera, binaril, DDS kagad ang pinapalabas na term. So yan na, lumaki na yung pangalan na Davao Death Squad, Mr. Chair.
Yan na po yung intervention niyo po.
Yan, na yun na. Thank you.
Sige po,